Welcome to the party, pal. Your friendly neighborhood master chaos here. I hope you're well. Guess what? Severin has just announced a slew, I tell you, of September titles. Are they worth your time and money? And can you find them for free? Well, it's a maybe to the first few questions, but the last one, yes, you can find them for free. Me and BC will tell you all about it right now.
Hail to the king, baby.
Hello, motherfucker.
Let me bring him in. The man, the myth, the legend, the guy who no longer has a poltergeist in his closet. BC.
Hey everybody, how you doing?
How you doing, pal? Good to have you here.
Awesome, glad to be here.
What were you doing right before we got on the air? You want to share with us?
Sure, I was watching Cops on the Pluto TV streaming service. It's free. It has a lot of great channels. It has a Star Trek channel. It has a Stargate channel. Stargate, all the series like SG-1 and Stargate Atlantis.
Mm-hmm.
And I also watch Rescue 911. It has its own channel. And that's the show, one of the first reality television shows hosted by William Shatner. So that was fun. You know, it's a good way to kill some time when you don't feel like watching a movie. You watch some TV shows.
Yeah, did you know Shatner's hosting kind of an Unsolved Mysteries type show on Netflix now? It's called The Unexplained.
Oh, wow. No, I might have heard of that, but I'm not too familiar with that. That sounds pretty cool, though.
Yeah, I saw one episode. TC was the one who put me onto it because he's plugged into in the know and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Let me check in with everybody here. Fett in the house. These guys just keep severing our wallets. Or do they? We'll talk about that in detail in a minute. Barnabas, good to have you here.
Yeah.
Griff in the house. Hello, evening.
Hey,
Are you a bad boy, BC? What you gonna do when they come for you?
No, I'm not a bad boy.
No. Thanks for clarifying. Oxdub, what's up, my friend? Good to have you here.
Hey, I'm good.
All right, let's get right to it because we are talking Severin, and this is, by the way, not the inaugural episode, but we do a lot of these live coverage things where we talk about new releases, and I decided to call it The Rundown. So that's the new name for this live stuff. What do you think, BC? You like that name?
I think that works, yeah.
Great. Let's give you guys the rundown on the Severin September sale. I'm trying to add it to stream here. There you go. It took a minute. It took a minute to realize what I wanted to do. So we've got a lot, and they don't normally release as much as they did when it's not a Black Friday. So it's pretty interesting. Where should we start, BC? Where would you like to start?
I'm thinking we should start with The Changeling. That's a movie that I've heard countless times about. I've heard great things about The Changeling. And now it's coming to 4K UHD. And I've never seen it, but I hear it's a good ghost movie. I hear it's a really, really good ghost movie. What do you think, Master Chaos?
I think it's a good movie too. This is Nev Campbell's favorite horror movie. Just a little Scream knowledge there for you. It's her favorite scary movie. I actually own the Severin Blu-ray, and no, I will not be upgrading to 4K. Personally, I that's just not my thing. But for people like BC who don't have it, here you go. You get the movie, the Blu-ray, and the CD. That's pretty sweet.
Yeah. Could you is it on Shudder or something like that? I think it's on Shudder. But I have Shudder. I would like to watch it before I buy it though.
Well, you know what I preach here, and I do it all the time because I think it's important to take care of your money. And I preach TBYB, and I'll tell you what, this movie's free on YouTube.
Oh wow! Okay.
Yep. Shockingly, this movie's is free on YouTube. So if you haven't seen it and you're curious, I do suggest that you go and try it out. I mean, I would suggest you try everything out. And luckily, you'll be able to try everything out this month, except for the TV show, which we'll get to in a minute.
Right.
Let me read the description here real quick. It has been called remarkable, utterly terrifying, and a ghost story guaranteed to freeze the blood. Now, this masterpiece of terror from director Peter Medak comes to UHD like you've never seen, heard, or experienced before. Obviously, because it's never been on UHD before. Anyway, Academy Award winner George C. Scott gives one of his greatest performances ever as a grieving music professor tormented by a paranormal horror that includes the best seance in horror movie history. It is pretty good. Hope Mitchell People co-star in one of the most terrifying horror films of all time. I mean, you know, we're horror fans, so I wouldn't say it's the most terrifying thing I've ever seen. Oh my god, I'm gonna die from watching it. I think they're kind of blowing the movie a little bit too much.
What year is the movie from?
Usually says it here, doesn't it? I don't know. I'm not sure. If anybody in the chat knows, let me know. But late 70s, maybe early 80s, something like that. This comes, and I don't know if it's the same features or if it's different from the Blu-ray. You get an audio commentary with, here, I'll highlight this so everybody knows what we're talking about. Audio commentary with director Peter Medak, producer Joel B. Michaels, moderated by David Gregory. Interview with Peter Medak. Peter Medak on his early years in swinging London. The haunting true story of the Changeling. That's interesting. I'd like to see that. Maybe that's on the Blu-ray. I'll have to double check. Interview with music arranger Kenneth Wanberg. Interview with art director, and then the Changeling, the psychotronic tourist. I'm not sure what that is. And then Mick Garris on the Changeling. We're big Mick Garris fans.
Yeah, he's cool.
That's cool. And then the CD soundtrack. So what do you think, BC? Is this something you might be interested in grabbing?
Well, I definitely want to watch it first. So I'm on a TBYB. So if I like it, yeah, that's the cover that I'm familiar with. Yeah.
Yeah, and if you have the Blu-ray, you have that blue, that famous ball here. You have that blue metallic slipcover. Like, actually, do I have that? I'm pretty sure I do. That's a great image. That came with the original Blu-ray release. I don't know how I feel about double. I'm not a double dipper, as most of you know. So this doesn't. What are you gonna say?
You know, $45 is pretty expensive, but. It is. Hey, Casey, thank you so much. Top tier YouTube. Thank you. I wish YouTube thought the same. Yeah. I came to a big decision on YouTube recently, and maybe I'll do a video on it. I mean, I think it behooves me to do one. I won't get into it, but I just said I came very close to canceling the entire channel a couple days ago. But I appreciate that, Casey. That makes me very happy to hear. Somebody had the date here. 1980. Mike says 1980. Okay, cool.
Gotcha. Barnabas says this will be fourth time buying the Changeling. Love it so much. Just hoping it doesn't get a Steelbook or I'll dive in again. It is just that good to me. Well, happy for you, Barnabas. What can I say? I hope you enjoy it. Ima says George C. Scott is scarier than any ghost. Probably. I guess if you worked with him, I hear he was very difficult to work with. So, hey, Bullet Blake in the house. He says there's two titles I will definitely be getting, but I'm on the fence about picking the Changeling. Oh, if you haven't seen it, then it's definitely worth a watch.
Yeah.
But like I said, it's on YouTube, so go ahead and check that out. No purchases this time. Still waiting for all the purchases made in June. Having lived for a while, there was nothing too exciting for me. Yeah, here's the thing, and let me say that 100%. Everything here will not sell out. Nothing here, I repeat, will sell out. Maybe the T-shirt, but you can still get the Burial Ground T-shirt. So I don't think anything here will sell out. I urge you, for your wallet's sake, wait for a sale. I mean, you'd have to wait till the mid-year sale, but I don't think there's anything here that needs to be bought immediately. BC, would you disagree, or
no?
Are you with
I would completely agree with you. Yeah, I mean, it depends. Like, if there's something that you really want, and you want to just buy it, it's better to wait. Like, it'll be kinder on your wallet. But I'm definitely gonna wait. I took a quick peek before we filmed this little show, and I saw the different things here. And I'm not gonna jump on anything like in a second, like
Right.
I've done in the past, and I think we're all guilty of jumping the gun sometimes. But right now, I'm gonna take my time, try to TBYB as much as possible, and like you said, MC, that most of these titles are available for TBYB.
Mm-hmm.
That's fantastic news right there. Yeah.
Everything is available except the TV show.
Right.
And I mean, it's just smart to try it. You know what I mean? And if you like it, then buy it. I mean, I'm just helping you out here. Let's watch the trailer for Changeling. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, funny story. You know what?
Yeah.
I TBYB'd before I bought the Dr. Jekyll's Dungeon of bullshit that you call it, MC.
Did you really?
I saw it on YouTube and I loved it so much, and then I bought it. And I watched it again and I enjoyed it so much.
Sorry, I'm trying to figure out this thing here. Sorry about that.
No,
well, well, there you go. That's a good example of, like, you know, trying before you're buying and still enjoying whatever disaster they want to put in front of us. But I'm glad. To hear that.
I hope the next. This is not Severin, but I'll make it brief. I just hope the next VSA is horror. Please, please, please.
I don't think it is. I've heard. There's a rumor, but it sounds really fun though. I will say it was like if it is this, then I might even buy a copy for myself. So
all right. Right.
And we can talk about that afterwards if people are
curious. Sure.
All right. Changeling trailer. This is from, I think, straight from Severin or somebody.
Within this old house live two residents. One of them is John Russell, composer, professor. The other has been dead for over 70 years.
Claire, I'd like to talk to you about the house.
Did you die in this house? How did you die?
Whatever it is, it's trying desperately to communicate. What is it in that house, Claire? What is it doing? Why is it trying to reach me?
It's a hand.
Senator, I'm John Russell. I'm living in your house. Senator, look, I want to show him that.
You've got something of the senator's. He wants it back.
John?
What is it you want?
What do you want from me?
Many films will frighten you, but only a few can really terrify you. The Changeling, an experience beyond total fear.
What's interesting is, you know, most haunted house movies are about like a young family or a female, like a final girl. This one's about about an old fat guy.
And see that old fat guy living in the house, that was George C. Scott, right?
Yeah.
I've seen him in a bunch of different things. Was he in one of the Friday the 13th movies?
Oh no. No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, he's like he's like a famous actor. He's man, he's in Dr. Strangelove. You know, he's been in a ton of big stuff.
Oh, yes, Dr. Strangelove. That's right. Yeah, I have that movie. Well, let me tell you, my initial reaction to the trailer, it looks really good. It looks really good. I'll definitely be watching the movie, and then hopefully if I like it, I'm purchasing it. But the trailer works. It's good stuff. It looks like good stuff.
Yeah, I think it's a good movie. It's never left the impression on me that most people get from it. They're like, oh my God, I think it's a good movie, but I don't know.
Right.
It doesn't blow me away. Barrett says he picked up the Blu-ray. Medak was really hitting it out of the park. He did the craze, and Romeo was bleeding. Ugh, Romeo's bleeding was the one theatrical experience that I regret. I really don't like that movie. Randy says, "Don't cancel. Really appreciate your honesty." Thank you, Randy. I appreciate that. It's tough. It's like, would you stay at a job that doesn't really, you can't grow anymore, and you can't get any promotions, you can't really get paid more. It's tough. It's just a tough place to be in. So it takes a lot of work. Roland says, "Sup." Ken is holding out for a second sight edition. That's interesting. Well, we'll see what happens. Casey says, "Don't cancel, dude. People will come around. You have the following 5 years and just broke 100 subs. Keep it going, bro." Oh, Casey, I appreciate that, man. It's not even about the subs because I can't monetize. So I could have 10,000 subscribers and I will still stay at a certain level where YouTube will not promote me because I'm not monetized. So it's kind of a catch-22 where it doesn't matter how many subscribers I have. As a matter of fact, I'm going to stop asking for subscribers. But it's a story for another time. Blake says he has zero ability to exercise patience. What about you, MC? Do you consider yourself patient? BC.
Yeah.
BC.
And if there's something I really want, then no. But if it's something that's new to me, I could wait.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
What are you guys up to? Hey, Mel, finding great things? My initial reaction was, "Oh, awesome," and then I really thought about it. Roland, you're right. The VS Summer Sale is Thursday night. BC, you're coming in for that? Going to join me?
Hopefully, yeah. I'm looking forward to it.
I still have no idea what they mean by that. They said 200 titles are going to be on sale, but just random titles, it doesn't make any sense to me. We shall see. Let's see. Now that the VSAs are limited to one per customer, how's that going to affect your collection, BC?
Well,
probably not at all. Probably
not at all because MC gets my VSAs at a discount, and he only buys one. He usually hates them, so he just picks it up for me, and I just buy it off him.
And it's one of those things where if I end up liking it, I'll just wait for a sale. It's not gonna go. It's not gonna go out of style. The VSAs have been really, really going very slow. So.
And if he likes it, then I'll just pay for him. I'll buy it myself.
Absolutely.
If he wants to keep it, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's see. Tanta says the Changeling is the best horror movie ever. Oh, cool. To support the film is important. If everyone wait for a sale, the movie will make nothing. No, the movie will still make money. I mean, it's one of those things where, at the end of the day, look, it's your money. Buy what you want. But my feeling is support your wallet. If you can afford it, go get it. But if you really want it and you can wait, save your money. And you can buy it for half off, next June. I mean, I think you can live without it. But if you can't, get it. Absolutely. Yeah. All right, let's move on to the next thing here. Oh yeah, George C. Scott is also in Hardcore. That's a crazy movie. That's
I've never heard of that one.
It's been a while, but who the hell needs this in 4K? Honestly, at $45, I think the Blu-ray will suffice. Absolutely. Absolutely. Let's see. MC, is that Arby's cup a representation of BC? Absolutely. He left his Arby's cup here because he doesn't throw his trash away. So so I said, you know what? I'll pop it in there and he'll always be there.
Awesome. I like that. Yeah.
So you're always here, even because I honestly didn't think we'd be able to do these live shows. I thought this would be the only way we would see you, and the stuff that we pre-recorded, So there's a lot of comments. I want to get to everybody, but I don't want to. Let's see. I want to make sure I get everybody here because it's community. Everyone's having a conversation here. Barrett says 45 is high priced. If it was 25, I'd buy it again. Well, the cheapest you'd get it is What is this? $55. So half of that is 27, I think. So that's the cheapest. Yeah, we're both bad at math. That's why we don't have a math show, right?
Exactly.
Kubrick, what's up, man? George C. Scott was in one of my favorite films, Patton, of course.
Okay. Yeah.
Absolutely. Guillermo wants to know if you're in your new house, and is there nobody hidden in your clothes?
No, there's nobody hidden in my closet. Yeah, this is my new place, but it's a temporary place because my apartment building where I live is being remodeled, so they moved us out here temporarily. Like I'll be here for like a year and a half or 2 years.
2 years? Oh, I thought it was shorter than that.
No, a year and a half or 2 years. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. It's a long story. Gold movie. I've explained it a whole bunch of times, but basically YouTube has shafted me because of an email error, and there's no support. I can't email or talk to anybody to fix it. So I basically can't do super chats or memberships or anything. It's only the patrons, honestly, that have kept this channel open. Oh, by the way, I didn't bring it with me, but I'll mention this for all my Patreon supporters. I've got my Mondo titles. I've got The Horrible Sexy Vampire and The Brides of the Blood Mummy or something like that. Blood Brides of the Mummy or some shit. Anyway, exclusive reviews of those Mondo titles only on Patreon. I'm cutting back on YouTube just because it's hard. But my Patreon supporters who keep this channel going, you're going to get a lot of extra content coming your way, including those Mondo reviews. Stay tuned for that. Okay, next up, we'll get to the chat in a second. Let's move on. I guess we'll go in order and talk about Dracula versus Frankenstein, which technically was already released. This was an Al Adamson movie.
Okay.
Did you get the Al Adamson box set?
I think is that the one with
It's the first big box set they released. It had the documentary about the guy's life, Flesh and Blood, or something like that.
No, I didn't get that one.
That's a great documentary about Adamson's life. His movies are not great, and this is probably his most famous, but also one of his worst. Dracula versus Frankenstein is really bad. I mean, the cover is amazing. I'm not gonna, anybody who's gonna get it just for the slipcover. I'm looking at you, Blake. Is gonna love. I mean, this looks great, awesome.
Yeah.
The problem is the movie you get looks like this, and let's look at the trailer now before I talk about the plot, because I think that would really help a lot of people decide what is behind. What are the flowers covering up? Are they covering up diarrhea? They kind of are. That's Frankenstein.
Oh, man.
They can never feel the warmth of living human blood in their veins. Their bodies are cold and dead. Dracula versus Frankenstein. Who serves the dead. A dead man who controls the doctor and the living creature horribly created from the mangled corpses of their victims. Dracula versus Frankenstein. His blood is cold, but his mind is keen. He cannot die, for he is already dead. His name is...
That's Dracula, by the way. Looks like a fucking wizard at a kid's magic show.
The two will join forces, but only one will survive. Dracula versus Frankenstein.
That's Lon Chaney Jr.
Oh.
J. Carroll Nash. He's awesome. Angelo Rosito's in this. Russ Tamblyn.
Oakmoor Cemetery is a likeliest place to visit at night. Unless you're already dead. And your name is Dracula.
Rated. Well, that's because Forey's in it.
Together in one film, they meet in a fight of fright. The kings of horror battle to the death. Dracula versus Frankenstein.
All right, first impression, BC. What do you think?
It doesn't look terrible, but also not that great, really.
Right. Do you think it lives up to this cover art?
No. That's a really cool looking cover art.
It is. It's fantastic. You know, it certainly appeals to a certain audience. You know, in a weird way, I do like this movie, but it's not a movie that I think it's going to have mass love. You have to love kind of like that era of filmmaking, the Doris Wishman type of era, which, by the way, I'm prepping the Doris reviews for the channel here, so stay tuned for those.
Awesome.
But yeah, it's a rough movie. It's a rough little movie, and it's weird. It's weird for two reasons. If you have the box set, you already have it. So why would you get it? Just for the slipcover and maybe the soundtrack?
And you said this is also TBYB? It's available?
This is also TBYB. You can watch this on YouTube as well.
Great.
And I might and maybe at the end of the stream, we'll put it to a vote. Which one of these movies that's available do you guys want to watch as a Let's Watch? And maybe we'll do a double feature. So maybe not the Changeling, because that's like a decent movie. It's better to pick like a shitty one like this, and we'll talk about the other ones. But you know, if you already have the box set, you have the movie. Do you need it again? No. You know, I can't imagine you want it again. You do get Brain of Blood, which, if I'm not mistaken, is okay. No, it's not. Okay, for some reason I thought it was a re-edit of this movie, but it's not. It's another. You get an extra movie, which, you know, I think has already been put out by Severin in the past. So you may already have that. I'm pretty sure I have that. You get a soundtrack, and that's pretty much it. And if you bought this at the convention where they had like a special 70, it was limited to 75 copies. If you bought this at the convention, you're shit out of luck because yours didn't come with the CD. So it's kind of shit for everybody who's bought it already. And it almost makes you feel like, should I just not buy anything? Because what if it's going to come out with a special edition down the road, you know?
Right.
I don't know. You think you'll be buying this one? Are you going to TBYB, or do you think you're just going to pass in general?
No, I'm going to TBYB, and if you have it on a Let's Watch, I'm going to watch it with you. Yeah.
Excelente. Flix of Dawn has a question. Have I seen Delirium? Tarantino thought it was fantastic. You know, Tarantino and I do not have the same tastes. I did not like Delirium. There's like nothing happening in that movie, and I believe you can TBYB that one.
Is that the one where the cover art is like a lady's legs like this?
No, it's this one.
Oh, okay. No, I haven't seen that one.
It's one of those things where it has an interesting premise, but it doesn't. I don't know. It didn't really satisfy me at all. I thought it was pretty dull overall. Casey, that's a great idea. Skip buying these movies and send dough to me. I appreciate that. That's very kind. I kind of joke about that. People say, "Hey, thank you, MC. You saved me money." Like, great. Can you toss half of that my way as a thank you? Yeah, it is what it is. Don't worry about it. Let me make sure I get. There's a lot coming here. On my Griff says easy pass. Seen it once. That was enough. Sunset Shimmer. That's a new commenter. Hello, Sunset. I remember watching Dracula versus Frankenstein on a public domain set when I was a kid. I thought it was a fun film. You know, it can be, and I might be mistaken, but I could swear Mystery Science Theater did it. Maybe I'm mistaken, but I could swear they did. Casey, you're correct. Dracula versus Dr. Frankenstein's monster. It's too long. It's too long. You know, just call everybody calls him Frankenstein anyway. It's fine. Let's see. Barrett says, I sadly saw this when I was a kid in a theater along with Astro Zombies. Oh God. Oh man, that's a hell of a double feature as a kid. Jesus. That would be really difficult to sit through. Have you seen Astro Zombies, BC?
No, I'm familiar with it, but I've never seen it. No.
Gotcha. Sunset says, something I learned when I was a kid was that a cool cover doesn't mean it's a good movie. Most of the time, it just means it's a fun movie. Most of the times, they're trying to trick you. Dracula was hands down the first one in my cart. That's Blake. Absolutely. Thank you, JJ. Yes, Brain of Blood was in the Hemisphere Horrors box set, so got it. I certainly don't need that. Mike's passing. Midlife says Delirium was terrible. One of the worst blind buys. I gotta agree. Let's see. Cinematic Titanic did Brain of Blood. That's I think what I'm thinking of. That's right. It was pretty dang good. All right. Dracula vs. Frankenstein. Do I need to? Well, I'll read over the special features. I don't really need to tell you what the plot is. You kind of saw the trailer. But special features involve Zandor and Friends, an interview with stars Zandor Vorkov and John Bloom, producer Sam Sherman, director of photography Gary Graver, the late Gary Graver, and son Sean Graver. Archival audio commentary with Sam Sherman, an appreciation by Howard Berger. Monster Protest, something, I don't know what that is. Home movie footage. Sam Sherman interview with Forrest Ackerman, which is pretty awesome. I love Forey. Rest in peace, Forey. Outtakes, trailers, TV spots. And then Brain of Blood gets a partial archival audio commentary. Interviews with Al Adamson and Sam Sherman and Xander Vorkov. And then the CD soundtrack. So... Okay. There you go. If you're at all interested, check it out on YouTube. I do highly recommend that you take that back. TBYB that title. You might find it absolutely charming. And if you like stuff like She Freak and Doris Wishman stuff, you'll probably get a kick out of it. But
MC, have you seen A Night to Dismember?
I have.
I had that movie, but I never saw it, and it went up in price. It was out of print, and I sold my copy without watching it. But I always wanted to watch it. Is it any good?
No.
No.
No, but it's Doris's only horror movie technically, and there's like 3 different cuts. So the version I have, I don't even remember what cut it was. I forget who put it out. Something weird or Image or something. But that's a tricky movie. That movie is a real tricky situation. Chris with the jokes. Spoiler alert, Dracula and Frankenstein's mothers are both named Martha. Well played, sir. However, I will say I love Superman versus Batman. Say what you will. That's hilarious. That's really damn funny. Okay, that's pretty dang funny. Roland, this is the September releases, but they do say, which is odd, that they're coming out 5 days or 6 days before Halloween, the official street date, but they're going to be shipping in September. So that's kind of odd to me. But yeah, September releases here. Elite, that was it. Thank you, JJ. Elite put out Night to Dismember. Now, BC. I think this is the movie trilogy for you. Are you familiar with Plaga Zombies?
No.
This is a trilogy of Argentinian shot-on-video zombie movies.
Oh man, it looks really bad.
Are you kidding? This is like right up your alley.
No.
What are you talking about? You're the one who made me buy Burglar from Hell and what's that one with the guy in the cage? Dirty Marcy, Backdoor Marcy, whatever the hell it's called.
Yeah, I know. but this. But the thing is, I'm not a super fan of zombies. I'm not a big zombie fan. And like that cover looks like an Archie Comics kind of thing.
It is a weird choice.
The art.
But this is an Intervision title, my friend.
Yes, I kind of like I kind of like the days when all Intervisions were DVDs. I don't know, uniformity. As soon as they started coming out with Blu-ray Intervision, I kind of like lost interest a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I think one of them was the first one that came out on Blu-ray. I think it's called Feed the Lights or something. The Lights. Are you familiar with that one?
Yeah, I haven't seen it, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I think that was one of the first ones that came out on Blu-ray. And Severin is phasing out their DVDs or eliminating them completely. So
right.
yeah, Intervision on Blu-ray is something new to get used to. I have a lot of the Intervisions that were only on DVD, like Things and Sledgehammer, and those were a lot of fun.
Right. But this comes with an exclusive slipcover, the first Intervision slipcover.
All right.
I'm sure Bullet Blake grabbed it. Yes, Blake. Yes, awesome. I love it. I'm glad. I'm glad that we agree on that, Blake. Griff says that Intervision peaked with Frankie and his pals. I don't know about that.
That movie was painful, but it wasn't too horrible.
What was your favorite character in that movie? Do you remember?
I don't remember.
The guy looking for Wolfie?
No.
Can you do your impression of the guy? It was hilarious.
No, I don't remember how to do that impression.
You're like, Wolfie, where's my Wolfie?
Yeah, I know that was awful.
I wish you were on the channel at that point, so I could have recorded your impression.
Right.
Amazing. Hey, Paul, welcome. Yeah, not really. It's hard to explain. I'll talk about it over on Patreon. Yeah. Spooky Guy says passing on these, but picking up Black Phone. Absolutely, go get Black Phone. That's
awesome.
A great movie.
That is a great movie. I saw it 2 nights ago. Oh man, really good stuff. I got teary-eyed at the end.
Yeah. A real worthy film. Okay, let's read about this, and I gotta show you the trailer. Because guess what? All 3 movies are on YouTube for free.
Wow.
So I could be talked into a triple feature let's watch of the entire Plaga Zombies trilogy, saga here. But
okay.
But you guys really have to try and convince me because that's a lot. Even though they're short. But anyway, in 1997, 17-year-old suburban Buenos Aires filmmaker Pablo Pares and Hernan Saez, pulled $450 to co-write, produce, direct, and star in a shot on VHS zombie epic of such flesh-ripping, gore-spewing greatness that it instantly drew global cult acclaim and redefined the possibilities of extreme DIY horror. Over the next 20 years, Pares, Saez, and friends would create 2 increasingly ambitious and equally brilliant viscera-soaked sequels and several short films that made them Argentinian George Romero's who built a small empire of gore flicks, according to Fangoria. The complete Plaga Zombies trilogy is now presented together for the first time ever, remastered and upscaled to HD, which is good, by the directors, with an all-new documentary and more that celebrates the pioneers in contemporary Argentinian horror, whose passion continues to influence others in Latin America and around the world. Let me go over the special features real quick before we do the trailer.
Oh, okay.
What's that, buddy? Sorry,
No.
I had to mute your mic because I'm getting some cross chatter, and so yeah, go ahead.
No, okay, no, that's what I was gonna say. That I know I got that notice. Yeah. I was also gonna say, comparing the filmmakers that made these movies to George Romero. How can you compare it to George Romero? There's no comparison. Am I right?
There isn't really. I mean, it's Fangoria and it's a review, and they're being hyperbolic. It's a zombie movie.
Right.
Who makes zombies? George Romero. So that's kind of what it is.
Yeah, but they said I kind of got the impression they're like, oh, they're like these guys' first zombie movies are almost like equivalent to George Romero's Night of the Living Dead. I'm like, that's the idea that ran through my head, and I'm like, no, like Mark Wahlberg in that clip you showed.
Yeah.
No, George
What?
Romero,
No.
George Romero is like he's like up there, really high.
Yeah, absolutely.
You don't touch that. Yeah. Okay. I'm sorry for the side comment.
No, absolutely. No, that's fine. Special features include A Million Zombies, the story of Plaga Zombies. That's the documentary on the making of the movies. You get Plaga Zombies, the animated mini Furies Diaries. I don't know what that is. 8 short films and then some trailers. So no, I guess no commentary because I don't think they speak English. But
Right.
it's region free, 261 minutes of content, and then a web store exclusive slipcover that it does look like a weird kind of comic booky weirdness. What do you think? From what you've heard so far, is it something you're gonna drop some cash on?
I'm very picky when it comes to what I'm gonna drop some cash on these days. Yeah.
Well, let me see if I can convince you with
Okay.
this. Casey's in. What do you
looks
think?
good. It looks good, but I don't know if I'm gonna drop money on it. It looks good though.
I mean, they look like they put a lot of energy into that movie and effort. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Um. Which is which it really. And honestly, I almost did just buy this, but then I go, let me do a little research here, and then I found them on YouTube. And
But
I said, well,
that's not a bad price. Is that $34 for 3 movies? That's not bad at all. That's not a bad price.
technically it's 4 movies because you get the feature length documentary, but I don't know how many people are going to watch the documentary. But yeah, it's they look like they would be a lot of fun. I don't know if I want to order them, but
It's weird. I don't know about picking this one up just yet. I'm definitely gonna try before I buy. But for example, I'm drawn to. It reminds me a little bit of Olaf Edenbach, his movie. It reminds me of those, and those are lots of fun.
This one definitely doesn't look like it takes itself too serious, which is a plus.
I like the ones that take themselves seriously.
Well, okay, well, yeah, but you like the you mean like the gore ones, like the serial killer types, or I'm talking about like if you're making a fun gore movie like Evil Dead, then you should definitely have your tongue in your cheek. You shouldn't be making a serious film. That's where I'm leaning.
Well, the Edenbach films, they take themselves seriously, like The Burning Moon and.
Right, I don't like those. That's what I'm saying.
I like those. I like those a lot.
Yeah. Hey, Brian Trash, what's up? Good to have you here, bud.
Yeah.
Is anybody grabbing Plaga Zombie trilogy, and would anybody be down to join me for a trilogy Let's Watch? BC, would you be up for joining me for that?
Sure. I don't know how much energy my phone is gonna have, but I'll definitely join you. Yeah.
You gotta plug it into the wall, maybe.
Yeah, I gotta look for.
You moved in, but you don't know where your plugs are. Like, where do I plug?
I know where they are, but I haven't checked out all my plugs yet.
Gotcha. It's a problem we all have. Casey, I appreciate that. We need to set up a UHF style telethon once a month to raise money. I appreciate that, man. That's very kind of you. Who knows? Jaden says, when do you want to do the Let's Watch? I'll be there. Well, we usually do them on Saturday. Monday. Let's see. The 20th is August. The 20th is open for me. How does Saturday look for you, BC?
It depends because probably be hanging with my parents for a little bit. Then I'll be back home. So it's too early to tell.
Gotcha.
I don't know yet. Yeah.
Chris says he'll be holding out for the 4K. Well, I guess the good news is I've been told VHS and anything SOV will never be 4K because there's nothing you can do with it apparently. So yeah, Blu-ray upconvert is the best they can do, which I guess is good news. But I bet you if like Things was on 4K, I know at least two people who would buy it. You and my buddy Zach.
Yeah, I would definitely get it. Yeah.
Yeah, I had a feeling. We'll look at the bundles. The bundles are the bundles. Nothing interesting. We'll leave the TV show for last because that's I think the most interesting thing here, and also surprisingly the cheapest thing here with the most content. Let's go to My Grandpa is a Vampire.
The cover looks fun.
This is a Severin Kids. They finally released another Severin Kids title.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you recognize the grandpa?
He looks familiar, but I can't.
You can't place him?
No, I can't.
He's Grandpa Munster.
Oh, okay. Wow.
So he got typecast as a vampire here. I haven't seen this movie, but I hear it's a really sweet movie. So guess what? You can TBYB this movie on YouTube. Another one.
Awesome.
Free. Go. I'm definitely gonna go check it out. And if I like it enough to want to see it in a better quality, then I will grab it with some fun special features, which we'll talk about in a minute. Okay, Al Lewis, beloved for his role as Grandpa in the Munsters television series, delivers a particularly demented performance as Vernon Cougar. Cogger? I don't know. Frail old man by day and fanged flyer of the undead at night. Usually by night, but whatever. But when his visiting grandson discovers Vernon's dark secret, can they team up to take down a steak-making slime ball? We'll have to see and find out. A whole bunch of kids co-star in this engagingly silly and anti-authority kids movie. Aren't they all a little bit anti-authority? I mean, I would say Goonies and Monster Squad definitely anti-authority.
Yeah.
Also known as Moonrise and Grampire. Now that's a fucking great name.
Yeah.
Grampire. Shit, somebody has to make that movie.
Yeah.
Directed by New Zealand horror pioneer David Blythe and written by Michael Heath. Now scanned in 2K under the director's supervision. Does this appeal to you at all, BC?
Yes, it does actually. Yeah, it looks fun. Yeah, I'm all in for a fun family spooky movie. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Audio commentary with the director David Blythe and the screenwriter Michael Heath. An interview with Daniel Roebuck, who's awesome. He's actually Grandpa in the Rob Zombie Monsters movie.
All right.
Among other things, he's well known for a whole bunch of other stuff. My Husband Was a Vampire. Interview with Karen Lewis, Al Lewis's wife, and then the original 5-episode radio play. That's cool. And then a Moonrise booklet, which I guess it's the written version of the play. It's based on a play, from what I understand.
All right.
Let's Grampire is gold. Are we right?
Yeah.
Rob Zombie pre-ordered My Grandpa is a Vampire. Oh yeah, I'm sure he would. I'm sure he did. Brian Trash says he'll buy it. Very good. Let's watch a trailer and see who else is convinced to enjoy it or not.
There are stories told of creatures centuries old, roaming the night, searching for just one thing. some fun.
Fuck you, kid.
Grandpa Cougar, a vampire?
Grandpa. 281 years old,
Mozart. He was a beautiful boy.
but running out of time.
Help me. Save me. I want to fly like Peter Pan with you boys. And now, out into the night.
Grandpa. Now he's cool.
Give me 5.
McDonald.
And 5 makes 10.
He's got the wheel.
And here we go.
And he'd be the life and soul of the party if he just wasn't dead.
Sorry, lady.
That's the sun.
Starting to feel very strange.
How strange. Maybe he needs food.
2 raw meat patties?
No!
Die, you monster, die!
I am dead.
Whoa! Party.
Grandpa, run!
Follow me, boys. Oh,
Al Lewis from the Monsters is Grandpa. Sometimes grandparents really can be a pain in the neck.
Oh. Yeah. I don't know if
I guess the original title was Grandpire.
It was Grandpire, and he also used Moonrise. He used all the titles. I think I'm less convinced now, to be honest. I think I'm gonna watch it on YouTube 100% for sure.
Oh, I'm definitely gonna watch it on YouTube. Yeah, I like the trailer. You didn't like the trailer? I'm saying
it was all right. It was all right. I don't know. I felt like I was hoping the plot would be more interesting. There's something about it that I'm like I feel like it goes in a weird direction. But I haven't seen the whole movie, so I can't speak to plot just yet. I feel like the kids would like slipcovers too. Just saying. Maybe. It is weird what gets slipped and what doesn't. Kubrick says it looks blah. Casey says Rob Zombie has been downhill since 1998. Yeah. Looks better than Rob Zombie's Monsters trailer.
That's true.
It does. It really does. You know, this is a title that I think I would have. If this was like $20, I probably would have blind bought. But I mean, even at $4 more and being burned so much by shit, I can't just willy-nilly drop money on stuff that it's just gonna collect dust.
Right. I agree.
So that's definitely gonna be a TBYB, and if anything, I'll get it. I'll wait for a sale. Which, luckily, if they stay to this price, unless they change it, which they've been known to do in the past, if they stay to this price, it'll be $15. That's not bad.
Not bad at all, no.
Yeah, I'm willing to wait for $15. Let's talk about the most interesting thing that they released this month, and that is the TV show. I don't think I know I have. I've never heard of it. I don't think you've heard of Tales to Keep You Awake. Have you, BC?
No, I haven't. What country is it from?
Spain. Well, let me double check here. Let's read through here, and then we'll know a little bit more. Though he made 2 feature films, the legendary Who Can Kill a Child, which is a great movie, and The House That Screamed, the ultimate legacy of writer-director Narciso Chicho Ibanez long-ass name, Serrador, remains his groundbreaking 1966 to 1968 Televisión Española series Historia para no dormir. Serrado wrote, directed, and introduced every episode, adapting stories by Ray Bradbury, Edgar Allan Poe, Robert Bloch, and his own material under the pseudonym Luis Penafil. Shocking Franco-era audiences with black humor, macabre themes, and sharp social commentary, while inspiring generations of Spain's greatest genre filmmakers, as well as a 2021 reboot. This definitive two-disc collection includes the complete classic series. It doesn't say it here, but according to the podcast, it's 31 episodes. I don't know how they fit all this shit on 2 discs. You get 31 episodes, the 1974 special, and a 1982 miniseries. and more. That celebrates the Lifetime Achievement Goya Award winner Nerdist calls one of the great Euro horror directors of all time. That's a lot of content for 2 discs. BC.
I know. Should be at least 5 discs or something like that.
At least, I mean, 31 episodes. That's a lot. That is a lot. Sean, what's up? Howdy to you.
Hey.
R. Hilton says, Tales is the only thing I picked up. Love Senadores La Residencia and Who Can Kill a Child. And Midlife says, Who Can Kill a Child is my fave Mondo release. Mine is still Lady Terminator, but boy, that's a great movie. Bullet Blake says, it looks like early 90s Disney Channel original movie. It really does. Now, those should get a box set. There's some good shit there, man. I like those movies quite a bit. Let's see. Griff says that even at a half hour each, it's like 7-8 hours a disc. Yeah, it's crazy. But if it doesn't say it here, but I mean, according to the podcast, Andrew said it was 31 episodes. Wow. That's a lot. I don't know how that could be 2 discs. Maybe that's a typo. I don't know, but that's a lot. Reach out to them on Twitter. And actually, you know what? I'm off Twitter. I canceled my Twitter. So reach out to them on Twitter and let me know some other time if they get back to you about that. Okay, special features include Tales from the Spanish Twilight Zone, the Chicho Ibanez Serrador story, select episode introduction by Narciso Ibanez Serrador, and then a press conference promoting the television series. This is region free. Look at this. How do you fit that on 2 discs?
No clue.
That's ridiculous. Am I going crazy? I mean,
no, you're not.
That doesn't sound right. Midlife says 240p. I mean, a lot of this is shot on VHS, from what I understand. Let's look at the pictures. So that, like, look, it's gonna look like kind of like soap opera kind of style,
like dark shadows kind of stuff.
Yeah. So maybe it's just super condensed, but how is that doing it any justice?
Yeah, I agree.
It's weird. Jaden says it should be their Halloween month, but nope, this is their September month. Halloween has not been announced yet. However, they are releasing that weird Psycho Woman box set for Halloween. I don't know. But street date is 10/25 for some reason, which means if you order through Diabolic and stuff, you won't get it till then. If I'm not mistaken, I believe that's what that means. But this is honestly the only thing I would really pick up. $28 is a steal of a deal for that.
It is, yeah.
And this is the only thing you cannot TBYB on here. Which I guess makes sense because, I mean, you can't really put all this stuff on there. But it's the only thing. It could be SD. I mean, it has to be. But, I mean, even at SD, I can't imagine you could stuff all that on there.
Maybe it's less than 31 or 32 episodes. Maybe they have less in this one. I don't know.
I mean, they said it was 31 episodes. I don't know why they would lie. It's 31 episodes, but we only have 10 of them. They would have said that. I don't know. But it said the complete series.
Right.
The complete classic series. And then unless this counts as 31 episodes, I don't know. Anyway, let's watch the trailer to see what it looked like. Okay, weird beginning.
Podré ver televisión sin ningún peligro.
Así que bueno, pues adelante con la puerta que se abre.
Why would it use this music? Somehow Severin was able to do a trailer for that whole series in 30 seconds. It certainly gives you a flavor, BC, but not much. What do you think?
I think it's good. Good. Definitely worth picking up. You know, but there's nowhere to TBYB, but At the price is right, you know.
Absolutely. Mandy says there are full episodes on YouTube. You just have to search the original Spanish name. Okay, great.
Okay.
Good to know. Good to know. Let's see. So this is that's it in terms of but this I think is the biggest month they've had in a while, because the last thing was this thing, and I already had my feelings expressed on this torturous set of movies here. You also get you're not gonna get that box set, right? Psychotic Women.
No.
You get a Changeling T-shirt here, featuring the lovely George C. Scott. I'm sure that'll sell well. I know people love the shirts here.
Yeah.
Okay, so Grandpa's a Vampire, Tales to Keep You Awake, Plague Zombies, Dracula versus Frankenstein, The Changeling 4K. You can get that all in a bundle for $149. I'm not going to do the math on here to see if that's a good deal. Maybe somebody watching can do that real quick and let us know if it's actually a good deal or not. And then you get the Joseph Remains bundle, which is the movie, the 4K, and the T-shirt, which is a good deal because it's a little under $60. I guess you save what, kind of $6, something like that. Yeah, something like that. 40, 50, 65. Yeah, you save about $5, $6 doing it that way. And so I can see a lot of people grabbing that. But I mean, and at 140, I mean, 150 is not bad for a bundle. But if I liked more of the movies, I think that would be a good deal. Would you agree, BC?
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, it's not bad. Not a bad price for all the goodies. Yeah.
Not a bad price. And I do have another trailer that Chris Hill says, "Outhouse of Psychotic Women." Yes. Let's see. Casey says it looks like a low budget night gallery. I mean, it probably is. Jeremy says, I love horror anthologies. I may buy this one. It looks like it might be pretty good. Looks like it may be pretty good. JJ says, muy bueno. I agree. I think it looks pretty sweet. The teaser reminds me of the feel of a late night public access TV show from the 80s. Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds about right. I have another trailer to show, and I will just play that silently. It's Severin's bigger trailer. And I'll play that silently as you and I chat here. Let me just remove this. Yeah, stop that. So what do you think? Is this a pretty impressive month overall?
I think so. I think it is. I mean, for me to stand out is the Changeling. For me, in my opinion, because I've never seen the movie and it looks really good, and I can't wait to try it before I buy it. Hopefully, I like it enough to buy it. And then the TV series, the Spanish TV series, looks really good too. Hopefully you're thinking the same thing, and I'll let you buy it first, and then if you like it, you pass on the good news to me, and then I'll pick it up.
Yeah, I won't be buying it till the sale though. But
okay, I can wait.
Yeah. I'm not paying full price for anything
nowadays.
What's
the full price on it again? Do you remember?
It's $28.
Wow, that's not bad at all for 31 episodes. That's a steal.
It is. It's a good price, but if you waited, you could get it for $17.
Wow, that's really good.
So I'm gonna wait. I'm in no rush to get that into my eyeballs at the moment. Too much to deal with trying to survive in this world.
Right.
Jaden says, got confirmation from Severin that we're getting more Fulci, more Italian jungle cannibal films. More Fulci and more cannibal films. Okay, well, I'm not a cannibal guy, but I know you are, BC.
Yeah, I like the cannibal movies. Yeah. There was a time when I was like super crazy for them. Now I like them, but I'm not super crazy. But a new one that I haven't heard of looks interesting, and who knows, I might pick it up.
Absolutely.
So the other Fulci, I guess, is his action movies.
Probably. I mean, the only other one I mean, he's got a ton, but I think of For the Apocalypse, the Western. I'd like to see that one cleaned up, but I can't think of anything else off the top of my head that would be amazing, or that would sell. I can't imagine. Most people would probably want the horror stuff. I don't know. Jaden says, also confirmed to me that Matei's 2 cannibal films would not be the cannibal movies jumping to Blu-ray. My guess is that they're gonna be Papaya Love Goddess of Cannibals and White Cannibal Queen. Is White Cannibal Queen the one with Ursula Andress? There's one that she did.
No, I think that one's Slave of the Cannibal God. I think.
Sure. It's hard to keep all those straight, but
that's the one where she's oiled up, she's nude, and she's oiled up by she's gonna be a sacrifice.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
It's one of my favorite scenes in cinema history. JS says, time to start stacking again. Stacking your movies? Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. Or the bodies. I'm not sure. Either way, the TV series doesn't have a slip, so I'm going to have to pass. Wow, Blake. So just because it doesn't have a slip, you're just not going to even give it a try. Wow, bro.
Wow, I just saw in the trailer that the grandpa is a vampire is from the director of Death Warmed Up. I like Death Warmed Up. I have it.
Oh, there you go.
That's a good movie. So if it's from the same director, I think it could be fun. Definitely going to be TBYB though, for sure.
Yeah, there's Daniel Roebuck. That's awesome, man. Yeah, I know you did like that movie.
Yeah.
Severin's unlimited limited releases. Ha ha ha. Sale purchase all the way. Yep, that's what they do. They say, oh, it's limited. And then it's just it just keeps popping up during a sale.
Yeah.
Blake is all in for Plaga Zombies. I had a feeling.
Cool.
I had a feeling. Let's see. John says he loves Al Lewis. Who doesn't, man? Guys, use Photoshop and make your own slipcovers. Yeah, there you go. Oh man. One of Fulci's comedy movies was being screened at a film festival recently. Could be that one. I forgot the name. Also, White Cannibal Queen is a Jess Franco one, right up your alley. Well, that's definitely right up your alley.
I saw White Cannibal Queen. I think I have it on DVD. It is awful, really bad.
No,
really, really painfully bad. It's just a piece of crap.
I can't believe that. A Jess Franco movie. A Jess Franco movie that's not amazing.
It's
blasphemy.
Correct. Yeah, when I heard the White Cannibal Queen, I was gonna jump in and say Franco, but I wasn't sure because it was a long time since I've seen that movie. But I remember it being atrocious, like really stupid, really retarded. Oh, brother, really bad.
The most frustrating thing about Franco is that he's actually a good filmmaker, and he has made excellent movies. But he's like his titty garbage movies, like he just like phones it in, like he just doesn't give a shit. I don't get it.
I don't know. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I agree.
Completely frustrating. Okay, so that's the movies. Lots of interesting stuff that I'm not jumping on immediately. Stuff that I suggest anybody watching, go on YouTube. If I have time, I'll put the links in the description when I'm done here. Go TBYB. Yeah, it doesn't hurt to try it out. I'm trying to help you be conscientious with your spending. It's your money. Do what you want. But I'm trying to help you out as best I can. I know BC is gonna TBYB. I'm certainly gonna do that.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna do that.
And,
but overall, it looks like a good month from the surface.
Absolutely. I mean, honestly, even after TBYB, I might end up getting everything. I'll be waiting for a sale. But Plaga Zombies looks like a lot of fun. Whether it's a movie I'll watch a lot remains to be seen, but it looks like a blast. I mean, look at that shit. Whether it's a thing that like becomes I've got to show you this movie, or if I'm okay just watching it on YouTube, remains to be seen.
Right.
So we are at the end here, but before we go, remember I haven't even asked for a thumbs up yet. That's how kind of like I don't even think that would help at this point. The channel, yeah, I'm kind of in a down mood. I'll be honest with you guys. I've been in a down mood lately on YouTube in general. So
MC, there has to be something you can do. I mean, can't you like send them an email to like the boss of YouTube or Google, or I don't know how that works, but explain to them your situation? Can't you just use another email? I don't know how that works, but
I've toyed with the idea of and maybe we'll talk off air, but
okay.
In case anybody's curious, but I've toyed the idea of like starting a second channel but putting it under Mistress Chaos's email address. But then it's one of those things where like, hey guys, I'm over on this channel now, and it's like starting from scratch again. It's like a whole thing.
Yeah.
And I've said multiple times, if for some reason YouTube takes this channel down, I'm gone for good. I don't think I would come back. It's frustrating. It's frustrating for specifically YouTube to ignore it. Because I'm not monetized. They're not getting the content out there, and it just feels like, it's like going to McDonald's, and working your ass off, and luckily, if it wasn't for the patrons, I wouldn't be here. Those people are amazing, and I love them for what they do and how they support the channel. So I'm very, very grateful for them.
And people love you here on you. You have lots of fans here on YouTube as well. I see the same names popping up, men commenting often.
Yeah, no, I love that. I love these. I love everybody. The community is amazing. It's made me very happy. But it's, it's just one of those things where, I don't want to get into it. It's complicated.
All right.
But let's end on a happy note. What do you want to force me to watch? I'll freeze it here. Everything here except Tales to Keep You Awake. Well, I mean, because that's long, so I don't want to watch the whole series. Everything here is available for TBYB. I'm gonna X out Changeling as an option because that's too much of a good movie to really enjoy.
Right.
And then so let's pick My Grandpa's a Vampire, Dracula versus Frankenstein, or the Plaga Zombies trilogy to watch as a let's watch. If I do the trilogy, that's 3 movies. They're all pretty short. They're like about an hour long or so. So I could be convinced to do that, but I don't know if I don't know if anybody would actually sit and watch it. Because whenever I do a let's watch it, I usually have like just 20 people here, which is great because those people actually watch it and they enjoy it with me. But they don't get the traction that I'm hoping for them to do.
Right.
So what would you pick if you could pick?
Well, if you were asking me like you are right now, I would say that Plaga Zombies. That would be fun.
The
if
trilogy.
Anything, if you wanna keep it short, you could review only one of them. I don't know, the first one maybe, but I don't know how many people you're gonna get. But why don't you put a poll?
Yeah.
On YouTube and see, people always click on the poll, see what they want to watch.
Right. It seems like most people are choosing Grandpa. Brian, what's up, Brian? Brian says Grandpa is a vampire. Let me remove this so we can see better. Brian says do Grandpa. What a pervert. Do Grandpa. Ugh. Barrett says Grandpa. Sunset says Grandpa. Wow, everybody likes
Grandpa. All right, sounds good.
Let's see. Noise Loop, Grampire. And Mike says Dracula versus Frankenstein. Interesting. Maybe I'll just put up a poll and we'll make that easier because not everybody's gonna be watching this live right now to be able to chime in. But right now it looks like it's a Grandpa was a vampire or Grampire was a vampire, whatever the hell it's called. Looks like that might be the winner, but Jaden is with you, BC. He says, Zombie Trilogy would be so much fun to get drunk and high to. Could do that. Brian, thank you. I appreciate that. Chaos for Life. I appreciate that. And I hate to bitch. I really didn't want to do that. But I've been, yeah, it's been difficult. It's been difficult. So I'll stay tuned for a poll on the community tab, and you can vote there and let me know what you want to watch for Saturday. Stay tuned for the first installment of the Doris Wishman box set that's coming up on Wednesday, I believe. Depending on when you watch this, it may be out already. Now, BC, are you ready? Because we have to talk Vinegar Syndrome in a few days. Are you excited to join me at midnight?
Yes, I am. I look forward to it. Yeah, for the September releases.
No, the Summerfest.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah. I'm looking forward to it. You know what? Honestly, I mean, I'm gonna be there, no doubt, because I'm obviously gonna be home, and I definitely have the time. But I don't stay up that late. But I'll push through because to be on the sale video with you.
Right.
I don't know if I'm gonna buy anything because right now
There's a VSA.
Oh, the VSA for sure. That goes without saying.
Yeah, it's cool. It's been leaked. It's called Penis in Balls, and it's about a guy.
Yeah, I knew it. Oh, you. No.
Yeah, there I am. Yeah. I like how you were trying to figure it out. Like, where is? Blake, it is. Blake, I hope you'll join us as well, bud. I hope you can join us for that, man.
Awesome.
Andy says, "Do the other side of the underneath again." No.
No, man, that was so bad.
So bad. Blake says he's usually high anyway when he's watching the Severin releases.
Okay.
It's good. Well, then you'll be ready. Mm-hmm. Brian's excited for the Doris reviews. Sunset, we love you too. Thank you so much for that. Okay, so that's it. That's it for this installment of the rundown. BC, thank you for joining me, my friend.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
If I doubt anybody from Severin is watching, but good show. This is a really solid month. Just because I'm telling people not to buy in advance doesn't mean you didn't do a good job. I like to watch out for my peeps here. I care about their shelves, and they should definitely buy what they love and not what a company tells them they should buy. Keep that in mind. Remember, you can support a label, but they don't support you. So that's something you should be very, very cautious of, and something I most people talk about my honesty here, but it's very important you take care of your money now more than ever. The world is only going to get weirder. Stuff's only going to get more expensive. So be sure you only really buy what you love. If you can TBYB, absolutely do that. It's just smart business sense, and it's the mature option for the collector or the film fan. If you're a collector, honestly, you probably just bought it already. So that's a collector would have bought it already. I don't consider myself a collector, BC. Did I tell you that? I don't consider myself a collector.
Yeah, I've heard you say it in the past. Yeah.
To me, I'm a movie fan, so it's really important what the movie is, and not necessarily, I've had this movie 6 times, but it came in like a red box, so I need it in a red box. Doesn't do it for me. But I know you would consider yourself a collector, right?
Yeah. I mean, I double dip sometimes. Like I have double dipped many times with the film Deep Red Argentos. DVD, Blu-ray, and 4K now. So
yeah.
So yeah.
It makes sense for like a movie you really love and you want to get. I get that. I own Chucky, the entire Chucky franchise 100 times, but You know, but it's stuff like double dipping on like melting. You know, the Incredible Melting Man. I don't need that on 4K. You know, that's
right.
But that's a different label.
Yeah, I mean, I collect movies, but my money's limited, and I gotta be smart with what I buy. Sometimes,
right? Yeah,
I buy on impulse, and so
you buy an impulse, and then you end up with movies like 29 Needles.
I sold that, by the way, on eBay.
Can you give us a quick review on that movie?
It's from Unearthed, part of the Too Extreme for Mainstream film, and it's like some guy that sticks needles in his scrotum, and he's part of this like underground, I think, gay fetish club or something like that. I don't remember. And he goes to these clandestine meetings, and I don't remember too much about it because I kind of like chose to forget most of it. But yeah, just extreme sex and fetish is super stupid and super gay. But not that I have anything, but it was not my cup of tea. It wasn't my film. So
yeah.
I actually sold my complete Too Extreme for Mainstream collection, which was, I think, 4 movies. Torment was the first one. Deep Web XXX was the second one. I don't remember the name of the third one. Oh yeah, House of Flesh Mannequins. That one for me was the absolute worst. I sold them for like $60. I lost some money on it, but oh well.
What? Well, how much was it initially?
$30 in a movie, I think. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
But I was selling them used. They were in great condition, but they were used. So
right. My God.
They were open.
Well,
yeah.
I mean, if you're not gonna watch them, I guess you might as well get rid of them. You know.
No, they were taking up shelf space, and like right now, I mean, I'm trying to be way more careful. But then I do the dumb shit, and I bought LA AIDS Jabber, which could have been good if they went balls to the wall crazy, but they didn't. They kind of, and then the ending, I don't want to get into it, but it made no sense if you saw the rest of the movie. Maybe we'll talk about it off air. I'll tell you what the ending was, because I know you have no interest in that movie.
No.
So I'll tell you the ending later.
Awesome.
But it didn't live up to the craziness that it had that really cheesy acting. My favorite part was when he goes, "I have AIDS. No one can help me. I have AIDS," and like he screams it out. And oh man.
It sounds like a blast.
If it would have been fun, next time I went to go visit you, I was gonna bring it over so we could have a good laugh at it. But it wasn't even that. It's not that great, so it's not really worth watching it.
Right. Good. Well, good. I'm glad. What do I think the new slips will be? I have no idea. I'm gonna guess one's gonna be a adult film, and then we'll get something random, something tied into whatever's on sale. So, I'd like it to be Death Row Game Show, but who knows? John says I made him buy more. Well, cool. I'm glad. Peter, yes, we might do the Mondo Macabro movies when they get announced next time, and maybe we'll do Arrow and things like that. Super stupid, super gay, brother Castro. Yep, absolutely. Yeah, that's exactly what's gonna happen. All right, John, take care, buddy. Blake says Death Row Game Shows is #1 legacy slip want. I agree.
Mm-hmm.
I hope it's good too. I hope it's not like a disappointing one. They just kind of shit something out. Anyway, I'll let you guys get on with the rest of your day. BC, I know you're settling into your comfortable abode. What are your plans for the evening? Are you gonna go to early night or watch some crazy testicle movies or what?
I was thinking of watching The Changeling.
Oh, okay, great.
Either on YouTube, but I'm gonna see because I think I saw it on Shudder. So if it's there, I'll watch it on Shudder. If not, I'll watch it on YouTube. But I want to watch it. Yeah, tonight.
Nice. Yeah, I'll put up the poll. But I'm definitely gonna probably watch Well, I mean, if people like Grandpa, then I don't want to watch it twice. So I think I'm just gonna put up the poll and then see what happens for Saturday, and I'll let you know what's decided on Thursday when we meet up for the Summerfest.
Okay, great. Sounds good.
Brian's gonna be watching Raw Nerve. Well, I hope you enjoy it. Tracy Lords is not naked in it. Biggest disappointment of my life. Anyway, all right, let's call it a day. I'm off to go watch. I'm gonna hang out with the family. We may watch a little Orphan, getting ready for Orphan 2. I gotta watch some more Doris Wishman movies. I've got a ton of Doris stuff to get into, watching the commentaries and all that, prepping for the review. Coming Wednesday, right at you. But for now, BC, blow him a kiss. We'll leave it there.
Yeah. Y'all ready?